So we have the IgE mediated, which is the hives, swelling, the anaphylactic shock, struggling to breathe, heart rate, things like that. When we look at top allergens, those are the foods most likely to elicit those IgE mediated allergic reactions. So if your kiddo is experiencing swelling and hives and anaphylactic shock, yes, absolutely, like that list of foods may be most powerful for you. And if you're experiencing those kind of symptoms, push for an allergist appointment, because those are the symptoms that could be tested for, and then you can actually be given a list of these are the foods that your baby is allergic to, which is way more helpful than just elimination and reintroduction and, trial and error. Because those foods can elicit these life-threatening food allergy reactions, government entities in each of the countries have listed out these are the foods that we want special labeling for. So in the United States, that's the FDA. The FDA has said anytime there's a food that reaches over this specific threshold of percentage of humans that could potentially die from eating this food, we need to have them on a list of top allergens that then need additional, or should have additional labeling requirements in food manufacturing. What that means then is for food manufacturers, the FDA has labeled for the US 9 foods, and let's see if I can remember all the 9 foods. Typically it's cow's milk or dairy, and then soy, egg, wheat, peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, shellfish, and fish. There we go. I was like, the other two are related. So those 9 foods are the top allergens, quote unquote, for those foods that are most likely to elicit an IgE mediated allergic reaction in the general public, right? And so that means that the FDA has said, hey, food manufacturers, if you have a peanut or peanuts or peanut product in any of your food, you need to have not only that it's clearly labeled on there, but that it also has a bold is what's supposed to happen in the manufacturing on the product list, in order to reduce the likelihood that somebody is going to accidentally consume your food and potentially have a life-threatening reaction to it. Now, the difference here and the confusion is that kiddos who have food reactivity more often than not have non-IgE mediated symptoms. So those are the symptoms like eczema, other rashes. It can be upper GI reactions like reflux, vomiting, chronic congestion, stomach upset, diarrhea, constipation, mucousy stool, bloody stool. And then the secondary issues that come from all of those symptoms like inconsolability, weight gain issues, sleep disturbances, feeding refusals, things like that. It's important to note that most kiddos won't check all of those boxes, thank goodness. Most of us don't have all of those symptoms, but most of us have a couple of them. Now, the foods that are more likely to cause those symptoms are not always the same as the foods that are likely to elicit those life-threatening allergic reactions in an IgE-mediated reaction.